Hey everyone. So in this part one, we're going to look at OneDrive for Business. How do we ensure that all of our files are protected and not overshared? Follow along, open your OneDrive for Business, and let's take a look. Get to your OneDrive for Business cloud side. Go to office.com. If you don't know how to get to it, click on the app launcher here, click on OneDrive, and that will open up your cloud site. Go to My Files, which is on the left, and you can see all your files and folders. Now here is where you can take a look and detect if any file or folder is overshared. It's very simple. The good thing about OneDrive is that it is your personal work-related cloud storage. So any file you upload here or create or migrate from someone else is private, just like it shows in the column sharing. And only you can access this file. Now, of course, you can share files and folders. And our goal here today is to see if you have unintentionally overshared any file or folder and you don't want to end up on some bad list. So let's show you how to fix that. One, detect. Look at the sharing column and look at all the indications of shared files and folders. If you don't have too many files like I have here, I can manually open up each file that is shared and detect if it's overshared. Now, how do I know that? If you have links that are for everyone in your organization like this, people in your organization can view with this link, that is oversharing. The reason is from your OneDrive, you only want to create specific links for specific people that can view or edit. You never want to share a file or a folder out of your OneDrive with everyone. We use SharePoint for that. So, anytime you come across a link where everyone in your organization can view or edit the file or a folder, that is oversharing. Now, in a few minutes, we'll talk about how to fix that. But for now, let me show you one more way to detect oversharing. If you have a lot of files and folders, well, you may not want to go through this long list, but you're going to want to run this report. So if you are in your OneDrive for Business cloud site and you are in My Files right here, go to Settings, top right corner, open up OneDrive Settings. Here, go to More Settings on the left, and you'll see Run Sharing Report. Click on that, and you'll have to find a folder to save the report in. I recommend creating a folder just like this, where you can go periodically and run this report and see all the reports there. I'll pick that one, I'll click Save, and behind the scenes, that report is being generated. Once it's completed, you will get an email notification and you can open the report. Let me show you what it looks like. Here's an example and the one that I ran the other day. You see all the files and folders that are shared. There's an indication whether that resource is a file or a folder right here. And here's where I'm detecting oversharing. You see this link type? Anytime I have organizational link, that is oversharing. So, quick and easy way to detect oversharing on your entire OneDrive. Highly recommend to run sharing report once every month, 3 months, or even every week if you do a lot of sharing and activity out of your OneDrive. All right, so to recap, first thing you're going to want to do is detect oversharing. Either go to sharing status in your My Files tab or run the sharing report. Now, remediate. Remediate is removing any links that cause file oversharing. Let's go back to your OneDrive for Business cloud site, back to My Files, and find those files that are overshared. Go back into the sharing settings to fix it. You have to do this for each file. If I open up sharing settings, I can see people who have access to this file. If I have any groups added, they'll show up here. And links. This is where we want to remove the link. So for any organization-wide link, I do encourage you to remove the link and to create a new link for specific people you need to or want to share the file with. This will definitely get you on the bad list. So let's go ahead and remove this. Quick and easy. Delete the link, and there you go. You have just fixed that file. Now, you can do this for every file or folder that is overshared. Open up sharing settings, review links, and anytime you see an organization-wide link, you remove that. Okay, now on to prevent. What can you do in the future to not cause accidental oversharing? Be sure that when you share private files like this, and you create sharing links, be sure to create them only for specific people, just like this. When you share a file by creating a file link, enter the person you want to share with and only share with that person. Don't share with the entire organization. That is the best practice, and I do recommend you follow that. If you have external sharing enabled and you are allowed to share externally outside your organization, anything from your OneDrive, you will be able to see all of the external guests that have access to your file from within the sharing settings and also the sharing report. So I highly encourage you to review sharing settings for all files and folders and remove all links that are created for your entire organization. Now that quickly shows you how to detect, remediate, and prevent future oversharing in your OneDrive for Business.